Hey, ladies of the Dabbleverse, I'm good at eating pussies.
Mumbling Nick in the back room, Clary. Cool pineapples rolls too straight to bear. It's the he said, kid, you've got some flair. Time to break the chains and take the air. I will try my best, won't let it rest. With a mic in hand, I'll ace this test. From the shadows to the limelight's crest, I will try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Nick's voice stumbles, but the words ignite. In the chaos, truth takes flight. No more scripts, no boss in sight. He's got his dream, he'll do it right. I will try my best, won't let it rest. With a mic in hand, I'll ace this test. From the shadows to the limelight's crest, I will try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Nick's voice stumbles, but the words ignite. In the chaos, truth takes flight. No more scripts, no boss in sight. He's got his dream, he'll do it right. I will try my best, won't let it rest. With a mic in hand, I'll ace this test. From the shadows to the limelight's crest, I will try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Interviews roll, stories unfold. Mumbling no more, his voice turns bold. Mr. C cheers from the sidelines cold. Pickle pineapple left in the cold. Now the studio's his, the future bright. Nick's own podcast is guiding light. No more whispers, his tone takes flight. He's soaring now with all his might. Yeah!
Taz, if you want me to go down on you, I will. I'll try my best. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I'll try my best. Sorry, no camera at the moment. Have the dog is slobbering all over me here, and she was tugging at the mask a little bit, so I'm gonna, but it's gonna be fine because actually we're gonna be watching a video which part of it has me in it, so there'll only be one Mumble and Nick on the screen, which is one too many, I guess. But sorry, I was when I went live, I didn't have everything set up yet. I'm trying to fucking work this out. But basically, what tonight is about, it shouldn't be too long of a stream. Hoping like an hour, 90 minutes. So the other night, at the end, I was catching the end of the TransVerse network, ladies, who are fucking awesome, and it came up. I'll play the little clip. I'll play the ending of it. It came up that one of their that there's an issue between Cutter the Jib and I, which there has been for a long time. And the misconception, which was stated again, is that it's a political thing, like our different political beliefs. That's why we have issues or whatever, and that may be why he has an issue with me. I have no idea, but that's not why I have an issue with him. And I know a lot of people trust this guy, and they use his EV Mox, and like I'm pretty sure Cardiff uses his EV Mox, and I'm not sure like who else. And I know he's got his own little network there and all this stuff, and he's just not a very trustworthy guy. And I know some people like, and I know a good amount of people feel that way because I've had people, we find each other. But I also know a lot of people really like him too. I'm not going to act like nobody likes the guy. He's got a big group of friends he streams with and all this shit. But I got to be honest, he's one of the people I trust the least in this whole thing. And I'm not even talking about like dislike. You know, there are people I don't get along with, but I have no reason not to trust them. Um, sorry, Jib doesn't like anyone who doesn't go along with him or whatever he says and does. Yeah. The name is Cardiff. Did I say it funny, brother? I tuned Nick out. Who are we hating? Well, you can like the guy because you don't like me. Now I'm talking about Cut of the Jib. He used to be the guitar fucking rabbi or whatever. And I'm not even telling no one not to like the guy. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna show some stuff here, and then you just judge for yourself. So I kind of have two things I'm gonna go over. The first part is just kind of necessary to just it's not the worst stuff, but it just shows like how Jib and I had our relationship went south. I mean, Jib and I were never friends, but we were cordial, and we even talked. He was going to come on, dabbling in politics back when I used to do that stream every Sunday with Liquid Cryptid. But then we had a big falling out when Charlie Kirk died, because he did a post which was, I'm not going to say he lied about me, but it was very misleading. He made it sound like I was. He kind of tried. He made it sound like I was one of the people who was celebrating Charlie's death, which nothing of the sort. But anyway, and then I went on a stream with him, and we'll see it. And he left as soon as I came on. Actually, right before I came on, as soon as I sent in a chat saying I was coming on, he left, saying he had a delivery to make. And then, I left, and all of a sudden he came on, and then we had a very quick debate, and it was New Girl stream, and she stopped us because she didn't want it to turn all political. So I apologized, Jib apologized, and I'm like, all right, guys, I'm just gonna leave. Enjoy your stream. And I covered it because it was, content. And when I covered it, well, I'll show some of this. I stopped the video right as New Girl's asking us to stop, and I never played the full part. So New Girl takes her streams down, and so Jib lied and claimed that I ran from him, that I didn't want to debate him, that I'm afraid to debate people on the other side of the political spectrum, which is laughable because that's what I was doing every Sunday. That's literally the stream I was doing once a week, was debating this guy. So he started making up all these other lies about me, and it wasn't, that big a deal. No, Liquid's he's a righty. I'm a dude. This is what's funny, and it's not like important in all of this, but uh, it's I'm not a classic lefty. If you had to call me something, I guess it would be an economic populist. I care more about, the working class and the fighting against the rich and powerful elites, in politics, in business and all that. So yeah, I hate the Democrat Party. So I think that's part of the reason why Jib didn't really want to debate me, because I've heard Jib's debate talking points, and they're just standard talking points, and he would just shit on the Democrats, and I would agree with him probably. Then what's he got, So anyway, he just told all these like stupid lies, starting with that I ran from him on a debate and blah blah blah, right? And then we would just have these little off and on things, and I would challenge him to debate every so often. I'm like, dude, if you want to have that debate, let's fucking do it. And he never would. And then there's this chat room, and how there's sorry, on Twitter or fucking X, you get in these group chats. And there used to be, actually, this group chat still exists. It's just kind of dying at the moment. It was called the Underverse. It was originally a chat started by Jake Hudson, and it wasn't called the Underverse under Jake. And then Jake left his own fucking chat, and someone else took it over, and it became this whole thing. And shortly after it became the Underverse, there was somebody in the chat called Underverse Collective who claimed to be a fucking reporter and blah blah blah. And I figured out very quickly that it was Jib, because when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I ended up having a back and forth conversation debate with this Underverse Collective on X. and the person talked to me the exact same way fucking Jib talked to me. So I was suspicious right away. And um what's up, NJ? But then it was confirmed, and trust me, I have physical evidence, not just this part here. It was confirmed by 2K or Nimrob accidentally at one point. I was on a stream with Jake Hudson, and this I would have to dig up. I didn't bother trying to find this because this was months and months ago, and Jake streams like 8 times a day, so it would take me a while to find this thing. Because I don't remember what fucking day it was on. Just that it was months ago and sometime after Charlie Kirk was tragically assassinated. But I was on with Jake and this guy Matt, and I can't remember if anybody else was on. But Nimrob doesn't like Matt. Matt doesn't like Nimrob. Jake kind of likes to stir stuff up on his stream, so he sent Nimrob the link, and he came on to kind of like whatever duke it out with Matt on the stream. And Nimrob and I ended up having a talk about some of the Jib stuff. And Nimrob said something to the effect like, "Yeah, I knew Jib would never debate you once you guys had that big argument on X about Charlie Kirk." He referenced the debate argument I had on X with Underverse Collective, but said it was Jib. So that was my confirmation. But there's I'll show later on in this. I do have actual physical proof. Anyway, long story short, every so often Jib would try being ass to me as Underverse Collective, always claiming he wasn't really Jib, right? Even though I knew it was him. And one day he tagged Wendy in a comment, Wendy Pack or Wendy the Slow Adult, who I am very close with. And I'll show this. I forget exactly the wording, but it was a very short thing where he said something like, "Wendy, why did Bobby Nick grape that girl?" I have no idea what Jib's talking about. I know Jib's crew has a big beef with Bobby Nick's crew. I stay out of the beef. I actually like a lot of people on both sides. I've streamed with people on both sides. And yeah, I try to stay out of their beef because it doesn't have anything to do with me. And all I asked was that I responded to that, and I was like, "Jib, dude, just leave Wendy. I know you got a beef with Bobby, but just leave Wendy out of it, right?" And then you'll see all these responses. It's something like, "You think I'm Jib? I'm not Jib. I hate that fucking Jew." So he tried to pretend that he was not Jib by saying he hated Jib and blah blah blah. And I was like, "Dude, whatever, dude. I know it's you, but whatever. Just fucking leave Wendy out of it." That's it. And what happens? He threatens to dox me, claims he was given my name and address, and do I want to confirm it? And then he claimed he put my info out on, and he may have done this stuff. I have no idea. He claimed he put my info out on whatever the fuck is that website everybody goes on to talk there. Fuck me, I forget. Anyway, claimed he put it out on some group fucking chat thing. Then he said something about fucking putting it out on some lolcow show. I have no idea what the fuck it was, but yeah, he threatened to dox me and claimed that he did. And again, it's possible he did. I don't know. But he wouldn't do it as himself. He did it as Underverse Collective. And I'm like, dude, you gonna dox me because I fucking asked you to leave fucking Wendy alone? And I'm like, and you don't even have the fucking balls to do it as yourself? And he's like, "I'm not Jib. You think I'm Jib?" And there's a lot of people that are in that group that saw it, and I think Jib convinced them that he wasn't Jib. Now, what's funny is a lot of his boys are in, like Live Ween's in there, Nimrob's in there, and Nimrob, I get along with Nimrob fine. I don't know how he feels about me. No fucking idea. He's always fine to me, nice to me, but I'm not naive. He could fucking shit on me behind my back, but whatever, I don't care. I don't have an issue with the guy. I get along with Jack. I've streamed with Jack. I get along with American Cupcake very well. I get along with a bunch of those guys. It's just Jib and Live Ween, and I don't even know what Live Ween's issue is with me. Somebody guessed it was political, but I have no idea. I don't think it is. It might just be because he's buddies with Jib, or maybe there's something about me he just doesn't like. I have no fucking idea. Um, but those guys wouldn't even talk in the chat. Wouldn't You never heard them say it's not Jib? They wouldn't even mention it because they know it's Jib and they don't want to get involved in it. Live Ween said a bunch of shit to me. Basically, he was attacking me. He kept attacking me from a Jake Hudson angle. Like saying, I don't know if I'll show these chats because it's not important. But he's like, oh yeah, he always claimed that I wanted to debate everybody, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to debate everybody. The only person I asked to debate was Jib because he claimed I ran from a debate, so that's a lie. And then I don't know how many people here have seen it, but there used to be a clip of me. I was on this guy's Matt stream with a bunch of big panel stream, and I snapped on Jake Hudson for like 30 seconds and screamed at him. And 99% of people have seen it, think it's like one of the funniest fucking things they've ever seen. I felt horrible, but they thought it was funny because, one, if you get to know me, I'm a very calm person. I don't snap. I mean, Revfuck Lee was the first one to reach out to me. He's like, dude, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Don't feel bad. Like, it's funnier because you're like the nicest guy. And Jake was just being an ass. Not even to me, but to like everybody on panel. And I had a bad day and I just snapped. But Live Ween would always bring that up. And he claimed, but when he was spinning, he's like, oh yeah, you can't even debate Jake. You filibuster Jake and scream. I'm like, I wasn't debating Jake. I was on a fucking panel with him. And I snapped. But whatever. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the chat here. Let's see. Nimrod, Live Ween, Jibs are thick. Then he's close to Jack, Granny. Yeah, I know they're all pretty close there. Live Ween has issues with everyone, it seems. Well, like I said, Live Ween has a different name on X, so I didn't even know it was Live Ween at first when he was giving me shit, and I found out it was him. Let's see here. Jib was behind, never showing his EVMux reporting, showing the IP address of the person who logged in at the time of those channels on his EVMux are porn bombed, which EVMux provide. Yeah, I have a theory on that porn bombing, which I'll talk about later. And it was my initial theory. And then I was like, all right, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Now I'll just say it. I think there's an excellent chance Jib did that to himself. If it happened. Or like, I'll just say this. I used to be friendly with a guy, that some of you may remember, called JJ Dabbles. That's actually how I met Jake Hudson. That's why Jake didn't trust me at first. But JJ used to produce the train wreck with the trans ladies there, Lisa and Helga. Lisa tragically passed, but he got in a huge fight with them, with Lisa. And then all of a sudden, her channel got porn bombed, and his got bombed. He's the one that had access to both. And everyone just kind of knows that he porn bombed his own to cover his own tracks, right? And look, Jib wanted out of YouTube. He always saying he just wanted to go to Rumble and all this stuff. Then he gets porn bombed on YouTube, and they go to Rumble, and now he has his own network or whatever he calls it, Black Label Media, where he charges money. Now, so he makes a profit off of losing his channel. It's very possible he did it to himself. Yeah, and he supposedly has the info of who did it, but he doesn't go after. Who the fuck wouldn't release that and go after that person? I don't like the guy. I would 100% be behind him going after whoever porn bombed his channel, because it wasn't even just because he had people on there. It was new girls. A few people lost their channels. Why the fuck wouldn't he fucking release the asshole's info or whatever, or go after or shame the fuck, right? I mean, I've heard all these stories of him doxing people, but he doesn't dox the person who porn bombed him. It's a little fucking weird. There's definitely a chance Jib P-bombed those channels himself, afterwards conveniently blaming people he doesn't. Yeah, that's the other aspect of it. He got everybody in his crew to, and I know most of them don't like Bobby anyway, Bobby Nick, but they got them fired up about it, where one of them retaliated against Bobby's channel. So it's a double whammy there. All right. I've been like yammering here, so I'm gonna put up I tried to put everything on that I needed on one video here, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Although I don't know if I'll get to it. Jake Hudson did provide some gold at the end of it. I was streaming with Jake a little bit before I came on here tonight, and he did supply some little info at the end, which may or may not use. It's not like super relevant to this, but it is interesting. It's very interesting. Um, Fuck it, I'll just say it, and maybe we'll play it. But basically, you know what? Maybe I won't. Hold on, I'll have to think about it. But I mean, it's on Jake's live stream, so I guess it's not too bad. But yeah, we'll just say he's trying to take advantage of Jake, and hopefully Jake doesn't do what's being requested of him. That's all I'll say. Um, which is funny because, like as I said, Live Weens when Live Ween was going after, or not going after me, he's never gone after me. I don't want to exaggerate. When Live Ween would criticize me, as I said, it was always over the Jake stuff. Which again is hilarious because he's on that what do they call that show? The I forget the show they all do there. Sorry, I'm trying to think. The fuck, what's it called? God damn it. I can't think. The welcome to the Benefits, the Benefits show, right? Which Jake, they use AI Jake for the intro, making fun of him. They always make fun of him right after the intro. Um, he'll come up during the show and they'll make fun of him. And the Rumble bot, I remember one time I was watching in the Rumble bot when someone donated money or a gifted membership, said something like, "Thanks for the money. Jake Hudson will now come over and give you a blowjob." So again, all harmless shit, but don't act like you guys don't fucking make fun of Jake. I mean, Jake's been in the thumbnail in a shitty diaper, but because I snapped on Jake once and I felt awful about it and I should be criticized for it. I beat myself up over it. I shouldn't have lost it on the fucking guy. But I admit I lost it on the guy. These guys, will just make fun of him and, and then you got Jib, like I said, using his alter ego, Underverse Collective, and I'm sure he's got a lot more alter egos. To be fair, Lou the God stinks. I actually like Lou as a person. Lou can be a little feisty. Lou says things and does things I wouldn't say and do, but overall, I like Lou. Okay, EV Mux literally provides IP and login at every time they log into their account. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard Jib say a million times that he knows the owner of EV Mux and is friends with him, and the guy reaches out to him for I don't know, help or whatever. So he has who knows if it's true, but if it is, he supposedly has a connection to EV Mux, and he still you know hasn't put out the guy's hasn't gone after the guy. New Girl and Lou the God lost their channels. They each had for over a decade on. Yes, it's terrible. That's why I said, like, if I'm wrong, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying 100% that Jib, took out his own channel and their channels. But I do lean more that way than I do other ways. But what I'm saying is if he didn't, even though I don't like the guy and don't trust the guy, I 100% would back him on this one. Like, I am a very reasonable fucking person. And even though I don't like the guy, nobody should be taking out his fucking channel or Lou's channel or New Girl's channel. By the way, Lou hates Jib. Jib's the only guy in the crew who I know tons of people have issues with. The only one. Obviously there's some one-offs where so-and-so doesn't like this one, so-and-so doesn't like that one, but he's the one that's like universally a bunch of people have issues with. And that's all you need to, it kind of like speaks for itself there. Yeah, you do know her, Latanya. Good to see you, kiddo. Um, yeah, I'm just playing the very end of this stream when it kind of where our buddy Spurgy and everyone gets in it, but Spurgy explained that the issue between Jib and I is just political stuff, and it's more than that. So I just wanted to go over what it actually is with some footage and some screenshots and stuff. But anyway, I'll just play this real quick. It's just a minute or two, just to show like how this got in my head that you know what, this could be some content, and let some certain people know that maybe they should be careful with another certain individual.
Said no. Is that dude Andrew? I was like, no.
Aw.
You know what, OG, you're right, man. OG mumbling Nick in there. It's like Andrew and Spurky are in the same room. He does.
Here you
He
go.
does.
Sorry.
Quick, get a screenshot.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
you
start
reach over.
rumors.
No, you took me away.
Berg is straight. Okay, you guys. Doesn't like
Most of the time.
faggots.
I do a lot of shit ass fucking backwards, gummy smoking. You ain't wrong, brother. I know you like
Oh, you
busting my
guys
balls.
gotta go
but
to
you ain't
bed, and
wrong.
you're gonna see me on another channel in about 2.5 minutes.
Exactly.
I'm gonna leave. Oh, it says, "Hey, Latanya, OG, mumbling Nick."
Alright.
Get through it.
No, that was they got rid of them during the
The
fucking.
Druids?
Nick is the only guy from
Keep
Boston.
going. I keep going.
Does he have a Boston accent?
Yup.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm listening.
that was the funniest shit I ever heard when he went off on Jake Hudson and called him retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick.
He took it back.
I can't escape the Jake stuff. It comes up all the fucking time. God damn it. Oh well. I guess that'll be my everyone's got at least one infamous internet moment. I guess that'll be mine. The very nice guy who the only time he ever snapped on the internet was on the autistic guy.
Back.
Yeah, he did. Nick's a great guy. I love him.
I like Nick.
I thought people didn't like
Mr.
him.
Mumbles.
Who?
Oh,
OG?
Yeah.
I love Nick.
Who told me they didn't like him?
Jib.
Yeah, Jib fights
Oh.
with him, but it's mostly over politics and stuff. Like he's
Yeah.
just trying to get Nick.
oh, you don't
Wound
want
up.
Nick in the same room with Abba. Shit.
That one too. Yeah, they used to co-host
Yeah.
together just to fight
Yeah.
with each other. So
Yeah.
She was on with him the other night. They were getting along.
Who?
The Ava on Nick.
Abba and
that's,
Nick.
that's what's weird about it is
All right.
most of the time a lot of us are cordial until it's like that
gotta
one
go,
point
you guys.
where
I gotta go do
Oh,
my
okay.
video real quick.
Well, you're
No, you ain't gonna go to
Yeah.
hell.
No, bro, I gotta do my. I
Nowhere.
gotta make money.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know if we're gonna be able to read this. Luckily, New Girl's gonna read it. Oh, look at you, Gummy Chaser. The first time you defend me on my side on something. Nice. Latanya LA, man. No, Latanya might not know. And like this is like I said, in case Latanya wasn't here for this part. Latanya, the other person in that group that has an issue, or there might be more than two, just the two I know about. Like I said, I get along great with American Cupcake, Kahuna. Actually, I even I won't say it. Never mind. Jack. You know, I have fun streaming with Jack occasionally. I get along with 2K fine. How he feels about me behind the scenes, I have no idea, but we get along fine. The only two I ever have issues with publicly is Jib and Live Ween, and as I said, I don't know Live Ween's issues with me. I have no idea what they are. Like I said, I don't know if it's just because he's tight with Jib, or if his are political, or if there's something about me he just doesn't like. But my shit with Live Ween is way different than my shit with Jib. I don't know enough about Live Ween not to trust him. I would never tell somebody, be careful of Live Ween, or don't, because I don't know anything untrustworthy about him. Just because he doesn't like me, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Be friends with people that don't like me. I'm friends with people that don't like my friends. It don't matter, right? Jib, there's a little more to it. There's shit that's just kind of untrustworthy. All right. I'm gonna try and read this. So what happened is I kind of laid out a little earlier. Charlie Kirk the day he was assassinated. I was kind of following it on X, and when I first saw shit, I didn't know he had passed or whatever. And real quick, I am a huge free speech guy, so I love the idea of what Charlie was doing, but I just think Charlie was a phony. Like when he first got into it, he was just a young conservative, trying to spread like small government and all this stuff, right? And even though I didn't agree with all of it, I think it's like awesome to go have fucking talks with people in colleges. But I don't think he's sincere. Like you never see Charlie change his mind on anything. I don't think he's interested in open debate. I think he just wanted sound bites, wanted to get clips, wanted to try and embarrass people. But worst of all is he's backed by his daddy's rich buddies. So it's no longer about small government. It's about helping the rich and powerful elite, especially on the right, get more power and more money. So that's what it was really about. So I did not like him. And when he was finally assassinated, I'd said something, and I do regret this. The timing of it was not great. But I said something like, I can't remember the word I used. Fuck. I find it'll come up in the clips, but I find Charlie, it said something like, even though I find Charlie to be, let's just say repulsive. I don't think that was the word, but whatever word I used. What happened to him is tragic. When you use violence to silence someone's First Amendment right, you're a fucking coward. You're a scumbag. He was a father, like blah, blah, all this stuff, right? How awful it was. But Jib just focused on me saying, even though I find Charlie repulsive or whatever word I used, right? And he tried lumping me in with the people who celebrated Charlie's death. No, he doesn't come out and say that, but everyone I know who read this, that's how they took it, right? Unfortunately, I don't have the clip of this part, but I remember when I went on with New Girl and all them, when I even had me talking about it like the day after it happened. When I was gonna come on, Tukey wasn't originally on. As soon as he came on, New Girl let him know I was coming on, and he said something like, "Oh, was Nick coming on to celebrate somebody else's death?" So that's how he read it too, right? So anyway, this is what Jib wrote on his YouTube channel, which is now gone, Rock Talk Live. And I only knew about this because somebody messaged it to me. Hey Ashley, good to see you. What do we got here? I think they avoid talking about you with me because they know. Oh, yeah, and that could happen too. And trust me, Latanya, can I tell you something? Even if they say shit about me, I would never ask. Like, one of the things I said in that Underverse chat is Bobby, Nick, and some people got trashed there all the time. I never said nothing. I'm just not a rat like that. Now, if someone was getting doxxed in the chat, I would say something. But when it's just fucking insults, I don't say anything. And I don't expect anyone to say anything if I'm being insulted either. Doesn't matter. None of my business. So, anyway, yeah, I guess I can say it. Bobby Nick sent me this because I remember I used to not say who sent me this. But Bobby has proudly told people it was me. He said it on chats that it was him. So, Bobby's the one that sent me a screenshot of this. So this is what Jib wrote. It says, God, hopefully I can read this. I wonder if I can fucking zoom this up. I guess not. All right. So it says, for now, we are not going to have new episodes of Liberal Karens Gone Wild, and let me explain why. So I guess Jib and 2K used to have a show called Liberal Karens Gone Wild, where I think they watched videos of liberal Karens and made fun of them, which is, yeah, it's actually a pretty funny concept. I actually don't think it's a bad idea. But anyway, yeah, Jib says, for now, we are not going to have any new episodes of Liberal Karens Gone Wild, and let me explain why. For obvious reasons, we didn't go on Wednesday. That was the day Charlie was assassinated. But I was thinking to myself, the thing we are starting to see is these people are not something to laugh at. They are evil. When someone murders someone, we don't go, "Look at that idiot." No, you say, "The person who pulled the trigger is evil." Working in politics myself, I get threatened often. I am not like Bobby Nick when that happens. I don't turtle into myself. I stand up to bullies, as you know. When anti-Semitism was, fuck me, I need glasses, was rising, I made sure when I went out my kippah was prominent. I am one of those people, when some would recoil, I say, put me on the front lines. But right now, the American left is evil. I was planning on going on OG Mumbling Nick's show, who is a lefty, and then I saw the vile things he said when he was saying Charlie Kirk was despicable. Okay, so that's the word I used. I said something like, even though I find Charlie Kirk despicable, what happened to him was awful, unconscionable, all this stuff, right? Anyway, yeah. OG Molnick said Charlie Kirk was despicable. 30 minutes after he was killed. Fuck these vile people on the left. When you idiots call people like me Nazis, even though I am Jewish, but you are out there killing and celebrating the death of someone who even those who didn't like him said he was a genuine nice guy. When you guys celebrate the death of a family man with a young wife and 2 children, I say, fuck you. I say, go fuck yourself. We are not people who can have any sort of discussion. So fuck Mumbling Nick, fuck the left. And for the time you are not work. What? And for the time you are not, I guess it's supposed to say worth. And for the time you are not worth making fun of and being humanized on liberal Karens gone wild. You are fucking evil. I have discussed this with 2K, sorry, and he agreed to take a few weeks off from it, and he wants to revisit it later. If I see some basic decency from these purple-haired freaks within a few weeks, I'll consider doing the show again. But right now, Liberal Karen's Gone Wild is on hiatus, and I don't know for how long, or honestly, if it will ever return. All right. So, as you can tell from there, Jib was supposed to come on my then political show, but because of our discussion on Twitter, he was not interested. I actually went live, and it's still up if anyone wants to watch it. I actually think it was one of the better live streams Liquid Cryptid and I ever did. We went live the night that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and it's still the only open panel stream I've ever had where anyone who wanted the link could have the link if they wanted to come up to talk about what happened. And it was mostly, conservatives because it's the Dabbleverse. But Ava came on, and I know a lot of you don't like Ava, but she was the only other person who can even be considered a lefty on the show. And Ava was literally crying because she is like me when it comes to politics. We both hate the Democrat Party. We hate both parties. We hate the elites and blah, blah, blah. And we love free speech. So we thought it was horrific. And I admitted, because people I respected let me know that even though I had the right to say what I did and that I said it was awful, me saying Charlie was despicable shortly after he died was not the time to do it. And they're right. And I said that night. So I can't take it back. And I still think he was a despicable person, but I shouldn't have said it after. I should have said something like, even though I disagreed with Charlie Kirk, what happened to him is blah, blah, blah. The huge reason why I said despicable is I thought that gave what I was saying more weight. That's saying, even though I do not fucking like this person at all, what happened is horrific. That's why I said it. But still, it could have waited. But anyway, the way that's written, and looking back, maybe it wasn't intentional on Jib's part, but I got lumped in with the people celebrating his death, and everyone I know who read it, including New Girl, who's a friend of his, including 2K, as I said, because he made the comment about me celebrating someone's death. They all took it that way. Thankfully, in New Girls Chat, there were a couple people, I think at least 2 people, who watched my live stream and knew that I didn't say anything like that, so they had my back. All right, sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat here. Let's see. Oh, Mumble Nick, did your lecture, and do many more people have been personally attacked by Jib's group? He hides behind him, studying Judaism to hide in disguise. He's a low birth rate, white, evil. You know what? Yeah, he brought up, like, I don't know if that was intended for me, but right after he said the shit about me in this, he said people call him Nazis, even though he's a Jew. I never called Jib a fucking Nazi. That'd be the dumbest thing for me to fucking call. But also, this may be wrong by me, and this may be insensitive by me, but I've never met. One of the towns I lived in where I graduated high school had a very high Jewish rate. We had the Jewish holidays off, the two big ones, Yom Kippur, and I forget the other one. And so I knew a decent amount of Jewish people, and they never talked about being Jewish as much as Jib does. Jib uses it all, like he almost uses it as a fucking shield. And he converted to Judaism. It's not like it was this lifelong thing, And with that said, Jib is putting the entire left, liberals, whatever you want to call them, in the one group. He's stereotyping a group of people, which always blows my mind when a Jewish person does that after what happened to them, which was awful shit. And bad shit still happens. Jib acts like anyone actually watches this show. Yeah, look, man, I am no one to talk, but it's funny. I say that I'm a fucking nobody on a couch, and I'm shocked that I can get 20 people at fucking 2:30 in the morning. I'm fucking blessed with that. But yeah, he's got a whole network and thinks everyone's watching all his shit or whatever. Sorry, put that one up. Right, just converted to Judaism. He's actually Jewish by birth. Yeah. Okay. All right. So like I said, I put all this together. Yeah, he converted, just like on the Adam Sandler song. All right. So I'll play some of this. This is right here when you see me in the corner. This is taken from the live stream I did when I covered my interaction with Jib. I have to put this out there. Here's what sucks, right? When I went on with New Girl and them, I was at work. I got the link earlier in the day. And when I saw Jib come on, I was like, oh man, if he's still on come like 5 Eastern time, I'm hopping on. That's when I got off work that day, but I have a cubicle, fucking monitor, but the only mic I had there was a headset mic that work gives us for like Zoom meetings and shit. And it's usually it's not good. It usually comes in soft, but it's usually okay. But it sounded so soft and so terrible. And I found out later it's because the first time I went on, the settings weren't set to the headset mic. It was set to the laptop mic, and my laptop was like closed and everything. So that's why it sounded so bad. The second time I came on, I put the mic so close from the headset so close up to my mouth because I know how soft it was, and now it's coming in like loud and distorted. So my audio sucks during this whole fucking thing. You can barely hear me the first time, and then I'm kind of like distorted the second time, but you can still make out what I said. But anyway, I just cut certain segments of it, and I tried cutting out as much of me back then talking as I could, because I'll just talk about it now. But okay, so here is the stream. At the time, New Girl was on, as you can see, with Jib and Jack. You won't be able to see it until she puts it up, but I send in a chat that'll get put up saying something like, hey, Jib, somebody sent me what you said about me. If I come on to talk about it with you, are you going to leave? And you can tell the second Jib sees it, all of a sudden, he has to go. He has a delivery to make. Maybe he did. I've been in situations where the timing sucks and you're like, no one's going to believe me. So maybe he did get a delivery. It's possible. But just the timing is amazing. So as soon as I say I'm coming on, he has to go. So this is what you'll see here.
I've sent it you, PSP.
Oh.
Ween, I need you to come up. Why are you not up?
All right, he just went, oh, and he's going to say, oh, claiming he just got a delivery, but he said, oh, the second my chat hit the chat. Sorry, second my comment hit the chat.
Yeah.
Send
I
Dr.
gotta-
Chevalier.
I hate to
please.
say it, but I got a delivery I got to go on.
Oh,
what is it?
wait, no, Jib.
Yeah.
Nick, Mumbling Nick's just, but I received a very interesting screenshot from your YouTube channel. If I jump on real quick to talk to you about it, are you going to leave? Jump on. No, Nick, he'll stay for this.
Yeah, get on here, Nick.
Well, I got a delivery to take, so I'll catch you in the car.
Yeah, you can be in the. Yeah, he'll still be on, Nick. He'll be in the.
All right, so Jib is now gone. He jumps in the car to do his delivery, and according to him, he has like no reception in the car. Now I had shitty mic issues. A lot of people are having problems, so again, it's possible. But after I leave, all of a sudden he has reception in the car. It's just everything's amazing. He either has the worst luck or he's dodging me. It's one of the two.
All right, so we do need Jib here for this because.
Okay, here I sent New Girl. It was such a long thing. I originally did it on my phone, and I had to send her the screenshots of what I read earlier, Jib's post, in 2 parts. And she's focusing on the second part where Jib's just saying awful shit about me in the left. And so she starts off taking my side, and me being fair, I was like, New Girl, you got to read the whole thing. You got to read the first part. So I end up sending a full screenshot, or she gets, I forget if maybe she looks it up on YouTube, but she ends up with the full thing, and then she finally reads the full thing. And then she kind of takes Jib's side because she thought I was celebrating Charlie's death. And as I said, I didn't get it on here, but Nimrod was like, oh, Nick's coming on to celebrate someone's death again. So that's what she thought. Luckily, there were a couple people in the chat, her chat, who were in my chat that night, and they let her know that I didn't say that shit, and I let her know, and blah, blah, blah.
Wow, Jib, what the fuck? Let's put it all like
Oh boy.
Hey,
He
Bacon,
pull
what's
off
up,
a
brother?
fucking desk too.
So, Jib has put, I will read it out.
God, I
He's
can't
had a
do
little
that.
rant and it goes, so fuck Mumbling Nick, fuck the left. And for the time you are not working, making fun and being humanized and liberal Karen's gone wild, you are fucking evil. I have discussed this with 2K and he agreed to take a few weeks off from it. If I see some basic decency from these purple herd freaks within a few weeks, they're doing this again. But right now, liberal Karen's gone wild. It's on the hiatus. Right, so I get this. So why is there a fuck?
Thank you, Mr. Blue
Mumbling Nick
Sky.
in
We'll
there?
check it out, my friend.
So this is the second part.
All right, so here you can hear all awful, because I didn't realize that I had the fucking laptop mic on a closed laptop instead of the headset mic.
Just the first part of it.
Yeah, but like the second part's bit in it where he's saying, "Oh, right, let me read." Why? For obvious reasons, we didn't go on Wednesday. But I was
Here
thinking
it
to
is.
myself, the thing we are
Okay, so here she's going to read the whole thing. I'll kind of move through this part because I already read it, but
starting to see is that these people are not something to go, but often. And as you know, when anti-Semitism was
Hey, she's having bad
rising, I
audio
made
too,
sure-
so-
in big words. I'm one of those people that
He's
when,
using 2 words.
when someone would recoil, I say, put me on the front lines. But right now, America left is evil.
yeah, and that's the other thing. Jib makes clear in this thing that he fights on the front lines when it comes to anti-Semitism and against evil and hate, and he thinks I'm part of that evil. Yet to this day, he wouldn't debate me on the subject. He claimed I ran from him. You figured he'd want to embarrass me in a debate. Now, granted, I know how debates work. People who agree with Jib's side are just going to take Jib's side, and people that agree with my side are just going to take my side. So I get that. You hardly ever get people who change their mind. That's why I thought Liquid Krypton and I were a good team when we did the political show, because I had my mind changed more than once. during debates with him, and I changed his mind one time that I could think of. But most people, you can't ever change their mind, right? But I don't know if, like I said, whenever I heard Jib defend things, and even him and I will get in like a very quick, like 30-second, 1 minute debate on this eventually, he was using the right-wing talking points that I heard a million times in that like day or two. So he kind of was just regurgitating what, like, Fox News and those other outlets were putting out there, conservative outlets. And so I don't know if he has any thoughts on it of his own on this shit. Where I do. So like I said, that shit doesn't work on me because I don't, they're meant for a left versus right battle, and that's not what I care about. I have so many friends online and in real life who are right wing. I have very many conservative friends in real life. Work side by side with these guys, and I consider us on the same team. Working class left and righties are on the same team. The fucking Democrats and Republicans are on the fucking same team, the politicians, and they ain't on our fucking team. Just like the fucking billionaires in Wall Street ain't on our fucking team. So that's how I see it. I see the bottom 99% versus the top 1%, where Jib just sees left versus right. And Stuttering John sees left versus right. So Jib would do well against somebody like Stuttering John, because it would just turn into a pissing match about like, fucking Biden sucks. You know what? Trump sucks. You know what? They both fucking suck. And then when I say that shit, and Jib doesn't have anything, I'm guessing. So I think he just dodged it.
I was planning on going on OG Mumbling Nick's show, who is a lefty, and then I saw the vile things he said where he was saying Charlie Kirk was
Hey, Joey,
despicable.
good to see you.
30 minutes after he was killed. Fuck these vile people on left. When you idiots call people like me Nazis, even though I'm Jewish, you are out there killing sluts and celebrating the death.
All right. Dream Man, Nick, when Nimrod heard Bobby died, he said the wrong Bobby died. Essentially doing verbatim what he's accusing you of. Yeah, Jib was so. And here's the other thing: since this has happened, I know Jib likes Trump, and he's one of these guys like, I don't agree with everything Trump has done, but blah blah blah. Well, yeah, Trump has celebrated or like the death of Meathead, the fucking director there, an actor, I can't think of his name, Rob Reiner. There's been 2 or 3 people Trump has said very distasteful things after these people have died. I didn't hear a peep from Jib about that. But I called Charlie Kirk. I said I found Charlie Kirk despicable, and then said how awful it was what happened to him. That's a bridge too far. But like I said, Trump celebrating deaths, or if Nimrod celebrated a death or said the wrong person died, yeah, apparently they don't have an issue with it. And as you'll see, and I'll try and get through this because this isn't even the I'm just trying to let people know like how the beef between me and Jim started, but this isn't even like the worst part that I want to focus on. But you'll see, I found that Jib's real issue with me is that I didn't like Charlie Kirk. Not what I said, just that he can't fathom that I have a different opinion than he has.
Of someone who, even those didn't like him, said he was a genuine nice guy. When you guys celebrate the death of the family man with a young wife and 2 children, I say go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna lie, I like fully agree with what Jim.
With me? No, don't agree with me. Yeah.
I do agree with what Jim's saying there. Like, I am not here for
Yeah, I gotta say, I've seen a lot of people celebrating the man's death that I wished each and every one of them did. So
like
All right, here's Butter Dick Jones. It says Nick didn't say Charlie deserved it. So yeah, he was in my chat. You'll see Written Asylum defended me here too. But
actually, I can't really. I understand what Jim's saying a bit here.
Oh,
so
look at your chat. People that read what I wrote and watched what I said. I actually agree with you. I did not. Can I be heard? I don't know if my mic's.
You're a little bit low.
You're a little low, but get as close to it as you can.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's usually not this fucking bad. Like it's.
All right, so it's probably very hard for you guys to hear this. I'm basically saying that look at your chat. There were people in the chat who watched my stream and letting you know I didn't say what Jib said I said. And this is where I just explained what I actually said, right? That the word despicable was the only bad part that I said about Charlie. And then everything after that was me saying what happened to him was just repulsive and disgusting and blah, 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 blah.
Good
Yeah,
TV,
but
man.
it's usually not that bad. All right.
Nick, do you want to try the universal fix of going out and coming back in?
Sure. Let me just say one thing before I do that, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
I never celebrated Charlie's death. In fact, I said a million fucking times how fucking awful it was and everything. Ridden Asylum is one of my mods. He can fucking tell you. I had 5 people on my show the other day. 4 of them were fucking conservative. All of them thanked me for having the show.
One was a crackhead.
The only fucking
By the way, that crackhead he's referring to is you, Chris Thompson. If you're watching this, this is what they used to call you. And Chris, you know, brother, I have no problem with you. I just don't understand why you ran to the people who, you know, put your face on a shirt and all that stuff. You don't have to like Bobby anymore or Jen or whatever. That's totally fine. Just, you know, I don't have an issue with you, buddy. So be careful over there, because who knows if Jib has plans for you too. So be careful.
I wasn't
thing
there.
that's accurate is, yes, I said he was despicable, which is why that's the only part Jib used. But literally, I was like, but I'm 100% against this. As a free speech advocate, he has the right to say everything he fucking said. And I believe in free speech wholly. And when you use weapons against speech, you're a fucking fascist. I said all this shit. I'm a father of fucking 3 kids. Like, I was
Right.
fucking mortified. So to me, that's very fucking disingenuous of what I said. That's my problem.
Yeah, Ridden Asylum saying Nick had a Democrat trans person who was crying on camera for Charlie. Yeah, that was like Ridden Asylum was huge for me during this. Kept defending me in the chat. If you guys saw some of the chats they kept putting up, so yeah, it was huge for me that one of my he was one of the first supporters of dabbling in politics when we literally be streaming in front of like 4 people. You know, he was one of them. So love that guy. And I was glad he was in their chat to set the record straight.
It sounds like Jib maybe jumped the shark a little bit and assumed something before.
Just because, only says because Jib's not here. In that post, he didn't say that you celebrated it. He said that you called him despicable only 30 minutes after the man had died. I think that was the issue. I don't think he accused you of celebrating it. At least not in that post that I read. That news I read.
The thing is, oh, shit, he's gone.
All right, so I leave, and I originally planned on coming back, but Jib was gone, so Jib still hadn't come back, so I said my piece, and I didn't plan on coming back because I didn't think Jib was going to come on, but he does come on, so when Jib comes on, we'll show this part. New girl tries to tell him that, you know, I think you made a mistake. Like, Nimrod's not wrong. Jib didn't flat out say that I celebrated Charlie's death. But as I said, everyone who read it took it that way, including New Girl. They said, including Nimrod. That's how it was taken. And that pissed me off. I don't care if someone doesn't like me. I don't care if you're like, you know what, Nick, I hate fucking whatever progressives. I hate economic populists. I hate you. But totally fine. Just be accurate with your insults or criticisms of me. If you think my economic takes or my healthcare takes are shit, that's fine. But at least represent them accurately. When you are disingenuous, and I mean, at the time, I don't know if people remember, people were getting outed and fired for celebrating Charlie's death. And that's a whole separate discussion, whether that's right or wrong. Celebrating his death to me is 100% wrong. Whether people should lose their jobs over, I don't know. That's actually an interesting debate. I go back and forth on it. But, you know, for people to think that I did something like that because of what Jib said, it kind of aggravated me. So I just wanted it like set straight. That's all. All right. So, yeah, Jib's going to come on in a second. I'm gone. So he gets reception.
He almost have gone. Nick, I'm
Well,
guessing
he may have brought out to come back in again.
Nick,
You said.
He's with Jim as well. He's probably not like fully what you thought, and maybe you need to reword it a bit. I will agree with Nick on this. I think
All right, Rock Talk Live. There's Jib, and New Girl is just letting him know that she agrees with me, and he was a little harsh or inaccurate or whatever. And Jib's basically going to do the agree to disagree.
you threw him under the bus a little bit.
Thank you.
Nope. I kind of stand where I stand on that. You know, to go and call somebody disgusting for no reason. A person is a family man.
There is a reason. His reason is his reason. We have opinions, right? And Nick has every opinion to think that of him, whether you do or not. And he has sat there and said that like he doesn't condone him being killed and he doesn't like that and doesn't all the rest of it. You've still got to let people have their opinion.
Well, you know, the thing is that, let me put it to you this way. If Joe Biden were to die today, I would not end up going and doing a post where I called him despicable or any of those things. I would just simply not do it, because that right there, you know, and there's things that you could say about Joe Biden about that whole thing.
Okay, that was very telling there. So, as Jib said, he wouldn't call Joe Biden despicable if he died, but you could, because he's despicable, right? You know what, Jib? I actually agree. Joe Biden is fucking also despicable, so I agree with you there. But your problem seems to be that I found Charlie despicable. That's what you don't think there's a reason for it, and you don't seem to realize that free speech is for speech you disagree with, not speech you agree with, right? And you seem to have an issue with my free speech. Now, granted, you can disagree with what I say. That's your free speech, but don't there's the mumble. Don't misrepresent what I said. 2023. I didn't even fucking know you in 2023, Pineapple, did I? Did I? Don't worry, we're getting to the good stuff. By proof that Jib is Underverse Collective. And so he was the one that asked Wendy about Bobby graping somebody and supposedly doxed my information and everything. But wasn't man enough to do it under his own account. Had to do it under a different account. So everyone still thinks not everyone. A lot of people see what he is, but so certain people still think he's a good guy.
Charlie Kirk, people did not care for his political ideology. It was all that it was. There was nothing that was, quote unquote, despicable about the man.
Yeah, and Written Asylum was one of him and Ava were the two that, because I respect them both, where they made me see it differently, right? He says, I don't believe your timing was necessarily 100% appropriate, Nick. That being said, it's a valid opinion, and you're allowed to feel that way respectfully. And agree. As I said, if I had it to do over again, I would have used a different word than despicable. As I said, part of it was I thought if I used a heavier word, me saying I disagreed totally with what happened to him would land a little harder and mean a little more. But, you know, I guess a little tact would have been nice on my part. And yeah, I wouldn't do it again. But, you know, still, I didn't say what Jib thinks I said. But of course, that's not the point. The point is I didn't like Charlie Kirk, and that's what's really bothering Jib.
Everybody who even didn't like him said, you know what, I may have disagreed with him, but he was a good man.
Yeah, no, I get that. I
Yes,
just
thank you,
maybe like Nick's not your enemy, and you know I love you, Jim, and I'll stand by you for anything. I think maybe like you just kind of threw Nick under the bus a little bit when there's so many people like there saying shit. Maybe you just shouldn't have thrown Nick under the bus. That's just my opinion, though. and it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
we're all friends, and like Nick's your friend, and we're all like different opinions.
I like your new girl, but even Jib and would admit, Jib and I were never friends. There was just a time when we weren't enemies. There was a time when we were cordial, and as I said, cordial enough, where we streamed together, I believe, on Jake's stream, and he was gonna come on my political show, but yeah, that all went out the window after this.
Yeah. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
Nick's back.
There we go.
All right, finally get my mom. Just be careful. This is gonna, especially when I first start talking, it's a little loud and distorted because I finally have the the settings on the mic, but I didn't realize that was the problem. So I'm pushing the actual microphone part of the headset close to my mouth, so it's a little rough, especially the first like sentence or two.
Can you hear me at all? If not, I'll just bounce in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we can hear.
All right. So, the post wasn't Charlie Kirk is despicable. There was a bunch of shit after that, man. I was just saying, I find him despicable. And that's just like if Hassan Piker was killed, I don't think you'd honestly all of a sudden love Hassan Piker. And
No, but what about him made him despicable? Was the fact that he's a family man? That even the people who didn't like him said, you know what, he was a good man.
that's the dumbest shit. Like I keep seeing that. This is why they hate Charlie Kirk and they show his family. Do you think people on the left don't have families? I have a family, dude. What I find despicable about him is how he fucking totally sold out. I trust my friends in the government. That's what he said. Mr. Small Government says, I trust my friends in the government when it comes to the Epstein victims. Sold out the Epstein victims, every one of them.
So the government officials that are trying to put in a smaller government, that it's decreasing the size of government.
Do you know what, guys? Can I?
So it gets cut off here. Unfortunately, I was gonna be like, ice. All right, let me back that up real quick. I don't know if you guys heard, New Girl says, "Can I?" And this is where she gets us to stop. Unfortunately, as I kind of show you, I never play it past this part. I stream, I think, for like another half hour, 45 minutes of me talking, and I never play the rest where she asks us, she's literally asking us to stop. And she's like, says something like, can I step in here for a minute? I want this to be a fun stream. I don't want to get all political. Like, she wanted me to come on, and she knew I had wanted to address Jib, and she probably figured that'd be good content, and that stuff is good content. But now Jib and I are just getting into political discussion, which she doesn't want, and I totally understand that. So as I said, Jib and I both apologize, and I say I'm just gonna go so you guys can enjoy your stream. But as I said, Jib accuses me of running away from him here. But yeah, I just want to you guys hear that she's speaking up and asking us. She's about to ask us to stop.
Officials that are trying to put in a smaller government. That it's decreasing the size of government.
Do you know what, guys? Can I?
So it gets cut off here. Unfortunately, you know what, guys? Can I? All right.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna be like,
I'm gonna turn it down here. I basically ice. I explained what I meant by this. Whatever small government
is
what ICE is doing is big government. Putting the National Guard in Chicago and LA and threatening Tennessee and other cities, that's big government, right? Government isn't getting smaller. Right. Okay, they cut fucking, all right, I'm gonna mute it. But yeah, I think I show that how much more
the US itself
how much
is getting
God
fucking
damn it,
bigger
volume
under Trump.
How much more of the stream I had left, and I literally don't play any more of it. Yeah, okay. All right. So that was how the beef with Jib and I started, right? And as I said, he waited until New Girl took the stream down and then told everybody I ran from him. He did a lot. It was either a video or a live stream covering my stream. But of course, his channel's been porn bombed, so that's gone. I do remember him talking in the comments with somebody. Shit, thing's still playing. Talking and like somebody told them like, oh, I know who mumbling, whatever, claiming they knew like shit about me or whatever. I have no idea if that person was also Jib under an account or if it was a troll, because I don't tell people like shit. I just tell like Eckle knows shit about me and like one other person knows shit about me. So yeah, it was just bullshit. Now this is an actual beef, not the fake thing with Big W that I didn't understand. I've been beefing with this guy for a long time. All right, so yeah, so basically after this, Jib and I would go several weeks, months without even talking to each other, and then something would happen in a chat or a comment section or whatever, and of course shit kept happening off and on in the Underverse chat. And as I said, Underverse Collective is Jib, but Jib would always deny it. So I took these screenshots. The Underverse Collective X account no longer exists. And it no longer exists because it is now Black Label Media, which is Jib's account. And that's how I have the proof. I have, like I said, I had very strong circumstantial evidence in that Underverse Collective had the same conversations with me that Jib did and talked the same way Jib did. And then, as I said, 2K referenced that conversation as a conversation I had with Jib and not Underverse Collective. But yeah, the fact that if you type in the Underverse Collective's on X, Black Label Media comes up. And I have, luckily for me, because I learned my lesson, that you have to take screenshots of shit with Jib if you want the evidence fucking right away, because when shit's taken down, he'll tell another story. So after the shit where he threatened me or threatened to dox me under Underverse Collective, I took some screenshots of some Underverse chats, because remember, Underverse Collective claims he hates Jib, yet Underverse Collective is always sharing Jib's stuff, and he's always in groups with Jib's friends, which is amazing. But Jib's not there, just Underverse Collective. So anyway, this is the Underverse chat room, and here is some of that discussion. So I don't know if you guys can see right here on Friday, January 30th, Underverse Collective said, tagged Wendy in it. Wendy Pack 15 says, Wendy, why did Bobby grape that girl? I respond here in the blue. I said, come on, leave Wendy out of your little fight with Bobby. She's innocent in all of this, whatever is going on now. That's what I said. First response from him from that is, I'm a journalist for the Underverse. People want to know. You kept playing this journal. There's all these fucking people in the fucking Dabbleverse pretending they're fucking journalists or whatever. So Jib pretending to be a journalist as Underverse Collective, right? All right. At one point, Live Ween was like, you certainly sound well informed enough to comment. And I put, I have zero idea what this rape thing is about. But I do know Jib and Bobby have been in a long fight that upsets Wendy. So why not just leave her out of it? I thought we all cared about Wendy too. I thought you all cared about Wendy too. Right? And Underverse Collective writes, you still think I'm Jib, you stupid. Fuck that faggot Jew. Sorry. I keep forgetting. I set these on like 10-second timers. So yeah, here Jib is as Underverse Collective, claiming he's not Jib and throwing out some anti-Semitism, hoping that'll get me and others to believe him, right? I respond, I know you were Jib. You forget that you and Nimrod slipped up. You and I had a conversation about the Charlie Kirk assassination. You talked just like Jib, and had the exact same issues and complaints that Jib had, so I suspected it right away. But it was confirmed after Nimrod and I had a conversation down the road where he told me he knew Jib would never do an on-air political debate with me after a certain argument we had on X. The argument he referenced was between you and I, not me and Jib. In fact, I've never had a conversation on X with Jib. I don't even know what his X account is. You or Jib, 100%. I'm not the only one who knows it. Right? Just laying it out, dude. I know you're fucking Jib. I've referenced you as Jib a million times. Give it up. You're fucking Jib, right? So he responds to me, would you like to validate your full name and address that was just sent to me? Or should I just hold on to this? So here is Jib claiming he has my name and address and is threatening to dox me. But again, he doesn't have the balls to do it as himself. He does it as Underverse Collective. Because he wants, you TransVerse girls to think he's a good guy. Wants Cardiff Electric to think he's a good guy. Wants all these people to think he's a good fucking guy. He wants all these people to trust him. And then you go on his EV Mux. And then he's got control over your shit. And maybe he learns your fucking real names and addresses. And maybe he harasses you. Maybe he puts it up to... Maybe he holds it over your head. Who the fuck knows how this guy gets his jollies? But, there's the threat. He always claims he's against this, right? The only times I've ever talked to Jib besides, physically, if I verbally talked to Jib, besides that time I just showed on New Girl's channel, is on Jake's channel. And I can't tell you how many times Jake would say stuff like, Jib, please don't porn bomb me. Please don't. He's like, Jib's like, I don't porn bomb. I don't dox. Bobby does that stuff. Well, here you are threatening it, dude. Threatening it to me. And again, I'll remind you, all I did was ask him to leave Wendy out of it. You want to fight with Bobby, but leave Wendy out of it, right? So here's some other response, and I'll just read the bottom, and I put, all I did was ask that Wendy be kept out of your fight with Bobby because it upsets her. That's it. And for that, my family and I were threatened by your buddy. Oh, I'm responding to Live Ween here. Sorry. That's the bottom line. You can twist it all you want, but that's what happened. It's odd because I thought all of you cared about Wendy too. And here's Jib again as Underverse Collective. So if I dox you, you will blame it on Jib? That sounds like 2 wins to me. Everyone check Discord for the instructions and information on this OG fella. We will drop the hammer Wednesday. Okay, so here he is where he claimed he put my stuff on Discord and is going to drop the really good stuff on fucking Wednesday, whatever. Whether he did or not, to this day, I have no idea. Because I'm not in this fucking Discord fucking channel or whatever the fuck he's talking about. All right. I put, Jib, you didn't think this through. All your best friends are here, so why would they all be so buddy-buddy with someone who hates you? You and Nimrod slipped up and let me know it was you. So if you and everyone here thinks doxing is cool and okay, and putting people's underage children in jeopardy is awesome, then so be it. It's weird because I know other people have been doxed and were pissed about it, and we all know what happened to Luke of the Bind, because Luke's in here reading all this. I asked you to leave Wendy alone. Showing your true colors, Jib. And he puts, please keep thinking I'm Jib. I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone with you thinking that and repeating the same thing over and over again. So, I'm Latanya, I don't know if you're still here, but I know you, and I'm not saying you read this, because I'm in multiple chat groups, and I don't read 90% of what gets posted, but I know you and Andrea are in the Underverse chat, so I don't know if you guys remember seeing any of this. I'll hear just more of the, please keep thinking I'm Jib. I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone with you thinking that and repeating the same things over and over again. Maybe people like me in here because I'm not you. You're the only one hated in here, and I hate both you and Jib. You're going to love the next episode of Lol Cow Rejects. I don't know that show. I kind of took that he was threatening to release my shit on some locale show. I have no idea. I don't watch it. Again, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I have no fucking clue. As I said, I just know that he's doing all this threatening under his alias here. I think this is one of my responses to Live Ween here. Oh no, this is response to Jib. I don't know if this is important. Anyway, I say so. Jib's entire crew is in here, just not Jib, and you hang with all of them and go after Bobby Nick with them, just like Jib would, which is odd because allegedly Bobby porn bombed two of Jib's channels. So you should have been happy about that, since clearly morals are not a thing with you. I mean, doxing is worse than porn bombing, so why don't you celebrate Jib losing his channel if you hate him? You celebrated Bobby losing his. You should have been happy with both. Why aren't you going after Jib? Not to mention you talk like him, and of course Nimrod referenced an X argument I had with you, but called you Jib. Again, I've never had an X interaction with Jib. So this was all before I had the fucking hard evidence, but I was still 99% sure it was Jib. Because I said, if you look at any fucking posting on Twitter by Underverse Collective, he was sharing Jib's fucking channels. He was hanging with Jib's buddies, but he hates Jib and he's not Jib. It makes no fucking sense. Yeah, this stuff's not really, but this is just, I was going to show like this is some of the shit Live Ween would say to me during this discussion. But that I don't have the same distrust for him that I do with Jib. Here he's just going after me for screaming at Jake, even though he lies during this. As I said, he tries to make it act like I was having a fucking debate with Jake. He claims I called Jake the F slur like 10 times in a row when I said it once. All sorts of like shit like that. But anyway, yeah, this is just some of Live Ween stepping in to defend Jib. Well, defend Jib's alias here. Yeah, this was just me responding to Live Ween. Again, shit's not that important. It's the Jib stuff that's important. Okay. So let me check the chat real quick before I finish this off. Let's see. Jibs threaten many. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to care about Wendy, man. It's fine. I was just saying that I am friends with Wendy. And like Wendy called me while I was still at work, like fucking last Friday or whatever. And Wendy's at the heart of this beef. Like whatever, I'll just call it Bobby's crew and Jib's crew. And most people in Jib's crew still claim that they love Wendy, and I believe them. I believe Nimrod loves Wendy, and I believe Jack likes Wendy and all this shit. Jib, I don't know, because he's using her as a fucking pawn in this fucking thing, and that's fucking disgusting. Nick, when I say if anyone who knows Jib is not a nice guy, Stormy know it all, talk to her. All right, Joey. I have proof of my own. Jib was Underverse Collective too. Yeah. So, I mean, this is, I don't know if they'll see it, but, anyone who is friends with Jib, number one, if you're friends with Jib, if you're close friends with Jib, you already know he's Underverse Collective because you guys were sharing fucking tweets and everything. Like, I know Nimrod's known the whole fucking time. I'm sure Live Ween's known the whole time. People like Latanya and Andrea, they may not know very, but they'll know now. And again, if you want to still be friends with them, 100%. I'm not like that. I'm just saying, be careful. Just be careful, because Jib doesn't have a history of liking trans people. All right. So here are some screenshots that I'll finish this off with. This was taken back when the Underverse Collective page still existed. Of course, I'm blocked. Jib has me blocked. And it was Underverse at Underverse 26391, right? Page was created September 2025, followed by FKATGB, DD Bird, Miss Mazzy, and 32 others. Remember that? I mean, these numbers are going to change here, but just remember September 2025 and everything. Let's see when Black Label Media's page was created. September 2025, followed by Bacon, FKATGB, FKA Mammy, 39 others, right? Wow, blocked. I'm blocked here too. All right. So, yeah, the Black Label Media and Underverse Collective were created at the same time. Both have me blocked. That's interesting. So, remember the Underverse's actual name is at Underverse 26394. So back when I typed that in, because the page, because Underverse Collective no longer exists. So if you type it in now, right, at Underverse 26394, you get this kind of stuff. Oh, there's Nimrod. That's weird. There's the old page. It's like, oh, Uncle Jack. It's kind of weird. This guy hates Jib, but he's hanging with all Jib's buddies, sharing Jib's shows and channels, which is kind of weird. Here's one, right? Because now here's Spurgy Snake responding to actually, let me skip that one because I have a different close-up of that, which is more interesting. Yeah, here's still looking up Underverse, his old page, which no longer exists, but there's Black Label Media 2026. There's Jerry, there's his old buddies. There's Nimrod again. It's weird. Underverse Collective hates Jib, as I said, shares all Jib shows and hangs out with Jib. All right. Now, Black Label Media sharing an Underverse Collective thing from back in September of 2025. This is September 10th, 2025, right? This is when the page was first, both channels were first created. So the Underverse Collective thing is shared said, Mr. Pineapple, talking to you, Echo, my readers were wondering why you were sending a care package to Mr. Snake. Is there a homosexual relationship that is spawning between the both of you? The viral clip that has amassed 20 million views of you having a white substance falling into your mouth and face. Is that semen of Mr. Snake? Our readers want to know. As I said, Underverse Collective pretended to be some kind of fucking Devilverse reporter, right? Shared by Black Label Media. Let's see how this sounds. We have received confirmation from the internet sensation known as Echo Pineapple. He has decided to give the Underverse Collective the exclusive. Wait, the Underverse Collective? But that says Black Label Media. Huh. We have received confirmation from the internet sensation known as Echo Pineapple. He has decided to give the Underverse Collective the exclusive, as he has officially come out of the closet and is squirting his semen into a man known as the Spurg Snake. So Spurgy, I don't know if you knew that Jib was Jib was Underverse Collective, right? The reason this says Black Label Media now is because Jib turned Underverse, didn't just close out Underverse Collective. He changed the @ and the name to the Black Label Media site. That's what he did. So now anything that he posted as Underverse Collective back in the day now says Black Media. So back in September 10th, 2025, he was Underverse Collective here. That's why he's talking about himself as Underverse Collective, even though it now says Black Label Media. I mean, I forgot to show this, but Black Label Media's @ is at Black Label 2026, even though the page was supposedly created in 2025. And that's because he created the Underverse Collective page in 2025, but changed it to Black Label Media in 2026. So 100% Underverse Collective is Black Label Media, and I have just a handful of more examples here. So here's a screenshot I took of the Underverse Collective page back when it still existed, right? Let's see. February 27th, tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Movies That Rock, Daydream Believer, right? And you got screenshot here, or thumbnail, I should say, AI thumbnail with fucking Cupcake, Jake Hudson, Jib, Live Ween, right? Remember that. February 27th, fucking Daydream Believer, right? Underverse Collective. Let's see if we can find this post now under Black Label Media's page. Oh shit, Black Label Media. Tonight on February 27th, tonight at 8:30 p.m. FT Movies That Rock, Daydream Believer. The same thumbnail. This is now under Black Label Media. It used to be under Underverse Collective. Oh, look up top, Troll 2. You see that? I wonder if we can find a Troll 2. Oh, there it is. Troll 2, Underverse Collective. March 1st. Another Sunday night and another goof along. Join us at 6:30. Okay. For a truly horrendous film selected off the dreaded Wheel of Movie Pickness, selected by our friend Rev Fug Lee. Also joining us will be 4K. All right. Troll 2, Underverse Collective. I wonder if we can find this under Black Label Media now on March 1st. Interesting. Let's see. Let's scroll down. Scroll down. Black Label Media, March 1st. Another Sunday night and another goof along. Join us at 6:30 for a truly horrendous film selected off the dreaded Wheel of Movie. I forgot to pause it. Sorry. Pickheadness selected by our friend Rev Fug Lee. Also joining us will be 4K. Wow. All right. Let's see if we got any more. I have a screenshot here I took under Underverse Collective with a nice meme. Shared, originally posted by Ronnie Munn Jr. The Underverse Collective reposted. Remember how we got here. Hillary Clinton supplied Iran with uranium to enrich their nuclear program. Barack Obama gave Iran $1.7 billion that they used to fund their nuclear program. Joe Biden unfroze over $16 billion of funds for Iran. This is March 2nd. All right. I have a feeling if we keep scrolling, we're going to find this fucking very meme on March 2nd. Here we go. I think there it is. There it is. Black Label Media. Remember March 2nd, remember how we got here. Hillary Clinton supplied Iran with uranium to enrich their nuclear program. Barack Obama, Joe Biden. Yep. Same fucking shit. I don't think I have too many more of these guys. You get the point, right? I probably have like a dozen of these, but I just put like I don't know, 5 or 6 of them in here just to show you guys. All right, scrolling down. Fuck you. Oh, the Black Label Media, Poison. Did I do this one in reverse, or did I just fuck this one up? Let's see. All right, I must have cut that one out. Yeah, that was my bad. I do have a screenshot of this Poison one, but I forgot to put it in here, I guess. My bad. All right, Underverse Collective. The Doors. I don't know what date it was. It was 3 days when I took it. Probably in March something. Movies That Rock. The Doors. Tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Playing on EV Mux Player and Rumble. Choose where to watch here. Underverse Collective. All right, let's see if Black Label Media has the exact same post. We know they're gonna, because they're both jib. Oh, I fucked up the. Okay, here we go. Black Label Media. Let's scroll on down. Oh, hey, the Doors. Hello, I love you. Won't you tell me your name? That's one of my least favorite Doors song. I don't know why I picked that one, but yeah. Black Label Media, March 6th. Well, now we know the date. Movies That Rock, The Doors, tonight at 7:30 p.m. Playing on EV Mux, Player, and Rumble. Choose where to watch here. All right, I think I just have one more as we see Deep Blue Sea. You know what's going to happen. We're going to get a little Deep Blue Sea from Underverse Collective. There it is. Join us tonight at 6 o'clock as we goof along with a movie that is the Fast and the Furious series level stupid. Special guest, New Girl in 4K. Hop on as well. Deep Blue Sea. Well, we already know it's going to be there, but let's just scroll on down and see it. Boop, boop, boop. Scrolly, scrolly. There it goes. March 8th. Join us tonight at 6 o'clock as we goof along with a movie that is Fast and Furious series level stupid. Special guest, New Girl in 4K. May hop on as well. All right. So there it is. 100% proof that Jib was Underverse Collective and he turned the Underverse Collective X account into Black Label Media. And just one final reminder, what he said to Wendy and myself as Underverse Collective. And why I don't trust the guy. Again, I just showed that political stuff to set this up. The political stuff shows you that, yeah, he lies and you have to be, when he notices you don't have proof of something, he'll fucking lie about it. Like I said, New Girl, he knows New Girl, asked us to stop debating, and we both agreed and left. But he saw that I cut it off right before she said that when I covered the stream. So he lied about it because he knew I didn't have the proof. But this proof I do have because I learned that you can't trust them from my own experiences and from a lot of other people. So here's Jib as Underverse Collective one last time. God damn it. Well, I missed the bad one, but remember, he did say to, this is the, all right, I just have the shit he said to me, but remember, this all started because of what he said to Wendy. Type to Wendy, why did Bobby rape that girl, knowing Wendy's in love with Bobby? What he said to me was, you still think I'm Jib, you stupid, fuck that faggot Jew. So if I dox you, will you blame it on Jib? That sounds like 2 wins. Everyone check Discord for the instructions and information on this OG fella. We will drop the hammer on Wednesday. Wow, I fucked up the end of this big time. Yeah, remember he said, would you like to validate your full name and address that was just sent to me? That's how he first threatened to dox me. After I defended Wendy. And that's when I said, I thought you didn't dox people, Jib. And he says, you still think I'm Jib, stupid? Fuck that faggot Jew. And I said, all I did was ask that Wendy be kept out of your fight with Bobby because it upsets her. That's it. And for that, my family and I were threatened. That's the bottom line. You can twist it all you want, but that's what happened. It's all because I thought we all cared about Wendy too. And Jib responds, so if I dox you, will you blame it on Jib? That sounds like 2 wins to me. Everyone check out Discord for the instructions and information on this OG fella. We will drop the hammer Wednesday. That's when I was like, Jib, you didn't think this through, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, please keep thinking I'm Jib. I would get to kill two birds with one stone with you thinking that and repeating the same thing over and over again. Maybe people like me in here because I'm not you. You're the only one hated in here, and I hate both you and Jib. You're going to love the next episode of Lol Kyle Rejects. Oh, here's the one I wanted to put first. This is where Jib tagged Wendy in it and said, "Why did Bobby grape that girl?" And remember, all I put was this, word for word. All I put was, "Come on, leave Wendy out of your little fight with Bobby. She's innocent in all of this, whatever is going on now." That's it. And for that, Jib threatened to dox me, said he had my name and address, said he put it on in Discord, which again, maybe he did because I'm not in that Discord group, and claimed he put it on some local show too or whatever. I don't fucking know. So, and didn't have the guts to do it as himself. So, yeah, that's basically what I got tonight. Not telling anybody not to like the guy. As I said, Live Ween is the other guy that doesn't like me. And wouldn't tell you not to trust Live Ween because I don't have enough info on that whatsoever. I have no info on Live Ween. I don't even know why he doesn't like me. But yeah, the rest of the crew I get along with fine. It's just Jib. And if you've paid anyone read the chat, a lot of people in the chat, and this is on a fucking Monday night at like 3 a.m. There's a lot of people that don't trust the guy, and for good reason. Lou the God, who was one of the people who lost his channel, along with New Girl, when Jib supposedly got porn bombed. Lou hates Jib now and does not trust Jib. I don't know how he personally feels and if I did, I wouldn't say anything, but I did see on a live stream recently, American Cupcake was a mod for, I think, 2K or Jack, maybe some of the guys in the group, and Jib accused him of blocking a bunch of fucking chats that Jake put up or whatever, taking him down, and wasn't true. And he claimed he saw this and that, and Cupcake said, "I didn't fucking do that, dude. Why are you fucking lying?" So he's even lying about his own people. So yeah, it's a little sketchy. Oh, well, congratulations. As I said, Andrea, sorry. I personally don't have anything against Liveween. I don't know anything about him. It's just whenever I have these little battles with Jib, he usually jumps in. And that could just be it. He could just be taking Jib's side, but I think there's a little more to it than that, whatever it is. But he's not my issue. So yeah, if you're letting Jib get some of your personal information by using his EVMux or other stuff, just be careful. And that's all. And there's no more discussion. I remember in the Underverse chat, I was supposedly by certain people made to look like a maniac because I kept saying Underverse Collective was Jib, and he kept denying it. And it's like I fucking knew he was, and you can't deny it now because instead of just deleting the account and creating a new one, Jib turned the Underverse Collective account into Black Label Media. So now everything that Underverse Collective ever posted is still there. It just looks like Black Label Media posted it. All right. That's it. I'll end it there. Thank you very much for anyone and everyone who showed up. I know this was sort of probably a boring one for certain people, but just wanted to put it out there. I know it's been spreading a lot more lately, but like I said, I'm pretty sure Cardiff Electric is still on still on his server there. And others, and you got to be careful other little things too, you know, like people. Oh, you know what, we can end it on a little fun note. Actually, we can end it on a little fun, you know, it's still related to this, plus it's very recent, just happened tonight. And it's kind of funny. And I get to play a Jake Hudson clip, which is one of my favorite things to do, folks. I love playing Jake Hudson clips. Jake did a stream Jake does a stream every night, so it's not news. He had a good panel going. I just got on at the very end, and this doesn't have much to do with me, but it is funny and interesting. All right. Sorry guys, let's share this. I got way too many fucking tabs open here. Way too many fucking tabs. All right. And Jib, if you do see this, just be man enough to fucking threaten me as yourself. If you're gonna threaten me. And threatening me because I asked you to not fucking harass Wendy or leave Wendy out of a little beef that has nothing to do with her. I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't think I was out of line at all. You know? That's it. My issues with you have nothing to do with politics. I love talking to people with different political views than me. You do not. Anytime I ever see you stream, it looks like you're in a fucking safe space. You never want to like leave your buddies there or shit like that, you know? Yeah. What the fuck is going on? Sorry, guys. I went to go share something and I was sharing the wrong fucking thing. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Yeah. Like, here's the difference between me and you, Jib. I would still love to share a panel with you and have a discussion with you. Would love to. Don't think you can say this. You can say the same. Yeah, you need to be in your nice puffy clouds, surrounded by all your buddies. I would even hop on with them. It could be 10-on-1. Wouldn't care, right? But if you're not a bad guy, if you're this great guy that you claim you are, then act like a good guy, dude. Don't go threatening people. Don't go threatening people with families just because you don't like them. You know, whatever fucking reason. Because I don't like Charlie Kirk. That's how this all started. I didn't like Charlie Kirk. And you just didn't know how to deal with that for some fucking lame ass gay reason. No fucking idea. All right. This was earlier tonight. This is at the very end of Jake's stream. We'll actually see how it ends here. Apparently Jib is interested in an old video of Jake jerking off that used to be on some site that's been pretty much scrubbed, but Jake still has it on some private fucking thing or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, I even say it here. I believe Jake has his back to the camera when he's jerking off. That's the whole fucking thing. I've heard about it. I've heard about it from Granny. It sounds fucking hilarious. I'd 100% watch it. But yeah, Jib is trying to get his hands on it for Black Label Media, I guess, after Jake, you know, kind of went through some trouble getting it fucking scrubbed. And where do you see what Jib's offering to quote unquote pay Jake for this?
By the way, Jake, did you send your nudes to Jack? I heard that.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Why not?
No, because Jack wants me to send a video.
What?
It's the video of Jake. Can I say it, Jake?
Crane
Jack,
style?
Jack wants your X video. That Jack wants that.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Collecting everybody's nudes and videos of them being naked and stuff?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I pay good money for that fucking video.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, thank you,
I
Andrea.
want to
Thank
see the freak show.
Nick, did you say paid?
Chris said he'd give me a 1-year membership of
I did what?
Oh no, not you, Jib.
Oh.
Jib wants it?
No, Jib said he would give me a 1-year membership to Black Label Media if I send it to him.
Oh, what a gift.
Yeah, right.
If you say
A 1-year membership to Black Label Media if Jake gives Jib a fucking video of him jerking off. Apparently in this video, as Granny described it, Jake's got doing it like crane style, like over the top. And once he finishes, he turns around and says, X videos is the best in the world at what they do. That's not an opinion. That's just a fact of life. If you ever heard Jake's little spiel on that. So yeah, this was a thing back in the day that I've never seen, along with the kidnapping, the fake kidnapping video. I would love to fucking see. Jake used to have some gold out there years ago, I guess. But yeah, look, Jib, this isn't even anything personal between me and you, but you gotta ante up something besides a free fucking membership. Jake needs fucking money, bro. He needs tangible fucking money in his fucking hands there, not a fucking free membership. Which, by the way, fucking shit's contagious whenever there's HUDs and shit going on. As I said, since Jib got quote unquote porn bombed, he got to move over from YouTube to fucking Rumble like he wanted, and now he's got his own fucking whatever you want to call it, media fucking app or whatever that he charges money for. So financially and personally, he got everything he wanted. Kind of reminds me of a guy named JJ Dabbles who did the same thing when he porn bombed his own channel and took out the channels he was producing as well. So just something to think about.
you sent him you jerking off?
Don't say that.
That's
Yeah.
literally.
Well, is that what it is?
Selling your soul,
Uh,
Jake. Don't do it. That's like
I'm
join the Illuminati. while you're
Jake,
at it.
Shh.
you're gonna send. He wants a video of you jerking it.
Yes, Chris's Jib. Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
But from what I heard, it was out
Why-
there already.
Why are you being cheeky?
It was, but it's almost been scrubbed. Like I think there's only like maybe one. Jake only knows where you can find it at. I'm pretty sure now because I think it's gone.
So I have.
Uncle
I have
Jack
it
was
on
saying he
a-
wants to. Go ahead, Jake.
I have it
The
in
fuck?
I have it on a secret file. Like
No.
You saved it.
Secret
Tell-
file.
Everybody tell Jake to get rid of that. Don't do it.
It's encrypted.
Everybody-
Jake, do you have
No,
the kidnapping video?
No, I
Or no?
don't bring
Oh.
that up.
All right. Sorry.
Jake has it in a folder maze.
Way to go, Nick.
I love how we can talk about Jake jerking off, but
not about the
but
kid.
not about what I just said. Yeah.
It's off limits, Nick.
Jake.
All right. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, as I said, Jake or whoever helped Jake went through the trouble of getting this video scrubbed, where nobody knows where to find it anymore, but Jake's still got a copy. And he's thinking of risking putting it back out there for a 1-year membership to Black Label Media. Jake, you do what you want, brother. If you don't want it out there, don't give it to nobody. And this hurts me, Jake, because I want to see this. I've heard about this legendary video, and I've never seen it. And yeah, even I would pay to see it if it got on Black Label Media. But if you don't want it out there, don't give it to nobody. And if you do, get more than a free fucking membership to fucking anything, dude. Get some cash. Get something Venmo to you, brother. Some hard cash. But only if you want, bro. Only if you want. Jesus Christ. That you have to put your information in for the subscription so he can dox you later if he wants to. You know what's... God, I hate saying this. That's the reason Jake always hands out free 1-year memberships to his Patreon. And that's the reason I've never signed up for it. One time he was pushing me hard to fucking sign up for it. And I'm like, all right, dude. So I click on it, and it started to like, it was a while ago, but I remember it started to auto-populate all my fucking information. Like, my fucking name and address. I'm like, oh, like, fuck, I ain't giving this to Jake. To the fucking whoever. I'm like, fuck this. So, yeah, that's why I don't sign up for any of that fucking quote-unquote free shit in the fucking Dabbyverse. Not fucking worth it. All right, everybody. I said 90 minutes. I was hoping we're going to come in at the fucking 2-hour mark, it looks like. But, yeah, that's what I got. Again, take the information and do with it what you will. But just know that Chris/Jib adamantly denied up and down that he was Underverse Collective. And there's your 100% proof that they were the same guy. So if you were also threatened, doxed, harassed, or whatever by Underverse Collective, now you know it was Jib. So it's a little Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He's Mr. Nice Guy, is Jib, but he's Mr. As Underverse Collective, he did all the stuff he claimed he was against, all the stuff he swore Bobby, Nick, and everyone else fucking did. And I don't know how many people knew it, but I know, 2K knew it. I know Nimrod knew it. And others may have known it, don't know. But I know at least they knew it. Pathological liar Jibs. Yep. Yeah. And there were a decent amount of people that don't trust Jib just in the chat on a fucking unannounced live stream on a Monday night at fucking 3 a.m. Imagine if a much bigger YouTube channel did something like this at like 8 p.m. How many you could find? Well, here's the thing too, right? You know what? I get it. It's not the end of the world either. Like here, I don't know how many people have seen this, but I used to make this as one of my avatars. The gentleman in the black shirt trying to lean out of the way is Stuttering John Melendez. That Italian nose and face behind you, that's me. Stuttering John plastered my face as his on his green screen one night. So I've had my shit put out there at one point. So I know it's not that hard to find if someone fucking found it already. And I didn't care. When I first came into I should say this. I don't care if people know who the fuck I am or whatever. I care about loved ones being fucking harassed, which happened. I care about loved ones being threatened, which happened. I care about my employer getting a call, which fucking happened. That's the shit. Is people are fucking assholes in this fucking thing. That's the only reason someone would do some shit like that, right? Like when I first came into the Devilverse, I'd never been in an internet fucking community before. Didn't know how fucked up the shit was. So I came in, not hiding shit at first. Until I, like my original fucking profile pic was me. Picture of me. And then when I started seeing fucked up shit, I quickly changed it to me during the fucking, at a protest during 2020, during the pandemic where I had to wear a mask. And then I became the mask thing fucking when John did this to me. John's Minions or whatever. So, yeah. Again, didn't care if anyone knew my fucking name and shit. It's innocent people getting harassed. It's fucked up. And, if Jib wanted to put that shit out there, well, that's what he's hoping is going to happen again. He's hoping innocent people, innocent children, claims to care about children. I have children, wants them to get a scare or get harassed or have some nut job show up at my door or somebody else's door. Right? But again, does it as Underverse Collective instead of as himself. So, is what it is. Doxing is super gay. It's fucking retarded. Very retarded. All right. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I appreciate it. As I said, apologize to anyone who wasn't into this one. It was kind of a niche topic. All depended Holy fuck, I can't talk. I gotta get some fucking sleep. All right. All depended upon whether or not you are interested in information on Mr. Jib, or the fact that finally had proof. I've actually had the proof for a little while, but you know, his account was Underverse Collective was gone, so didn't seem the need to plaster it. But the opportunity seemed to arose when Spurgy, who is someone I'm friendly with, very much so, thought it was just a political thing, and some of my screenshots contained Spurgy, where he was talking to Underverse Collective, who was kind of taking shots at him and Eckel, and Spurgy didn't know it was Jib, I'm guessing, but you know, if he sees this, he'll know it was. So that's it. Thank you guys, and I don't know when I'll stream again here, but I will be on with the Pineapple every Saturday, including this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time on his channel, Echo Pineapple's channel there, for Between Two Hacks. Thank you, everyone. Peace out. Hey, ladies of the Dabbleverse, I'm good at eating pussies.
Mumbling Nick in the back room, Clary. Cool pineapples rolls, too strength to bear. And if the Z said cake, you've got some flair. Time to break the chains and take the air. I will try my best, won't let it rest. With a mic in hand, I'll ace this test. From the shadows to the limelight's crest, I will try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Nick's voice stumbles, but the words ignite. In the chaos, truth takes flight. No more scripts, no boss in sight. He's got his dream, he'll do it right. I will try my best, won't let it rest. With a mic in hand, I'll ace this test. From the shadows to the limelight's crest, I will try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Nick's voice stumbles, but the words ignite. In the chaos, truth takes flight. No more scripts, no boss in sight. He's got his dream, he'll do it right. I will try my best, won't let it rest. With a mic in hand, I'll ace this test. From the shadows to the limelight's crest, I will try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Interviews roll, stories unfold. Mumbling no more, his voice turns bold. Mr. C cheers from the sidelines cold. Ain't no pineapple left in the cold. Now the studio's his, the future bright. Nick's own podcast is guiding light. No more whispers, his tone takes flight. He's soaring now with all his might.
Taz, if you want me to go down on you, I will. I'll try my best.